Hey guys, so this is your girl Sapphire Dragonfly here, and I am receiving a divine message in reference to the Harvey Weinstein case, okay? And for me, it is a human case, but it is also a spiritual case as well. Meaning that he is not only being tried in the human by the humans, he's also being tried by spirit for the things that he's done. The extent of the things that he's done is has not even been showcased. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm hearing that he is also responsible for molestation of children. I believe female girls of a young age that are not speaking up. Okay, but these things, whether they are broadcasted to the public or made known to the public, Spirit knows everything. God knows everything. And so his judgment is not just on what you guys see in the media. It is also on the spiritual things that are taking place in the background. So I wanted to show you basically looking at pictures of him and who he is and what he's been over the years. I would like you to take a look at his features and how they've changed, okay? When you dwell in negative energy will start to eat at you. You will start to look older faster. Your health will start to deteriorate more quickly. And but the most visible thing is the wrinkles in the face and the aging. The aging will be at a faster rate, okay? Now, people do magic to try and push these, how would you say, these outside human features that take place or consequences that take place. They'll use magic to do little beauty spells on themselves. But let me tell you, when you dwell, okay, or you trifle with dark energy, it does take a toll on the human body. So some of you guys are looking at family members who are fighting illnesses, and you're like, I don't understand why they have these illnesses, but they look completely healthy on the outside. Okay, sometimes that's because they're doing things to alter their outside appearance, while the effects of the negative energy and the negative work that they're doing is eating them from the inside out. Okay, so another thing that I was taught as well in spiritual work is that when spiritual work is being done on a person, you will actually see their health decline. They have more gray hair. I tend to see this when women tend to do a lot of work on men. The men will age significantly, and they will have a lot of gray hair that comes in. They don't look their age. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. Another thing with the men when they're being worked on is that their penises stop working. And I'm going to be frank and straightforward. Their penises start working. And over time, if a woman is constantly binding a man's privates, what happens is the private will eventually start to curve over and bend over like a hook. Okay? Literally like a fishing hook. All right? And that is from a woman repeatedly doing work on a man's private parts. Okay, so these are just some of the symptoms that can occur. But the most significant thing is when somebody is dwelling in a lot of dark energy and a dark magic, you will see it on them. Okay, they can try and hide it with face pills and makeup and this and youth that for years. They'll try and do that, but eventually it stops. All right, it stops and it takes its toll. And some of you guys will see like family members or people around you, and you're like, wow, they had the most beautiful skin, they had the most beautiful this or beautiful that. And then you look at them now and you're like, as they got older, just came a time where they started to actually look like the evil that they were actually dwelling with and dealing with on a daily basis. And this is no lie. Those of us who dwell in the light, we do not have to. Those are the people that you will see stay youthful for a very long time, because light feeds the skin. Okay, it feeds our body. We do not look our age. Okay. But yeah, so let's take a look at Harvey Weinstein. All right. In August 2017, when the accusations started coming out about the harassment, One of the people who spoke up for him was Lindsay Lohan. Okay, you can see a picture here of Lindsay Lohan with Harvey Weinstein, and she said that she was backing him, and she wasn't, she didn't believe the accusations. Well, one thing that I'm getting off of this picture is that Lindsay Lohan wanted to get back into acting, and she felt that if she lied again for Harvey Weinstein, that she would be able to get back into acting and back into some major roles. She was trying to get her foot in the door. Another thing I notice about Lindsay Lohan here is that I'm looking at her eyes and I can tell the magic that is being done on this child. Now, she has shown a lot of the same signs as Justin Bieber, just kind of existing, but not really being part of society. Like her mind isn't right, okay? A lot of magic was used on this girl at a young age to make her do certain things that were not proper. I don't want to speak on Disney, the Disney Channel. I'm going to keep that to myself. But I do notice that there is an energy around all the kids that tend to come off that channel that have a lot of issues. It's not it's very common. Okay. I know I'm not the only one who's seen it, but I want you to look at her. She doesn't even look real, like she's checked in this picture. Okay. So, and even his face is kind of cocky, like, I really don't want her to endorse me, but I'll take it because I need the help I can get. Okay. Now, moving forward, do you see how young he is? This is 2017. Do you see the look on his face? Now, I'm not going to call out there's several different types of magic around the world, but one of the strongest magic is used by Jewish people, okay? This is how a lot of them have taken over the industry, the entertainment industry, and managed to get to where they are and hold their spots. Trust me, all right? So, August 2019, okay? August 29, 2019, this is when he pled not guilty, and he was, we were headed to trial. Even then, look at how young he looks, right? He felt like he was going to get over this. He thought he was going to get through this and he was going to win and he would be able to manipulate the system. However, it didn't quite work that way. Now let's take a look at March 2020. As you can see, his health has declined tremendously in less than 12 months, okay? To be exact, let's look at August through December. So let's go September. That's 3 months. September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So we're only talking about 7 months. Wow. 7 months. God's number of completion. Think that's a coincidence? I think not. Okay. So now he's walking with with a walker. He has had a heart attack recently, and now he's being sentenced to 23 years. So Spirit gave me the message in reference to the heart attack, so I knew that was coming. You guys saw when I predicted that. Well, this morning they gave me another prediction, and they told me that Harvey Weinstein was going to cross over and die as of March 2020. I'm sorry, not March, September 2020, okay? So as you can see, I pulled a couple spreads because I was hearing this message, and what they told me was that he was going to suffer a major illness or heart attack in the month of August. Now, the first number that he gave me was the number 9. So I asked, is it going to be 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, or in the 9th month? And they told me in September. I believe August is going to be the month that he suffers another major heart attack, and September will be the month that he dies, okay? Now, I am being told that this is going to be spiritual karma. Just because, people have to understand this, just because people go to court or go through situations here in the human world and the humans issue consequences, those are not God's consequences, okay? God was not sitting in that courtroom. God was not that judge. So, after he gets the human consequences, which he's getting now, the 23 years, he will also be liable for the spiritual consequences of his actions, okay? A lot of people don't understand that. So those karmics that are currently going through human consequences, where you're having having losing custody cases, or your lies are coming out in reference to paternity, or your lies are coming out in reference to secrets that are being hidden from your spouse, because we can also look at karmics as men as well. Or you've done underhanded things, you will be receiving justice. The humans will be balancing the justice scales, but you will also be receiving spiritual karmic justice. Okay, so I am hearing that there will be a lot of people. September is a major month. When they first told me September and they said Virgo season, I was like, okay, I'm a Virgo, so I'm trying to understand what, is it something to do with me personally, or is it just that month? So I was told that it is that month, that September is a very karmic month for this year. Okay. And even when I did the Colby reading, and Colby told me what was going to happen in September, if anybody caught that reading, which is his birthday, and he made it very clear that there were going to be certain things that would take place around the time of his birthday. I was like, okay, so now I'm starting to realize this is not just a specific situation. September is going to be a major karmic month. Now, it is not just going to be karmic debt that's going to be paid. It is also going to be karmic reward. So a lot of you guys, you are going to be seeing a lot of positive things come into your life if you have made changes, or if you are due a karmic reward because you have been doing a lot of positive work on yourself and in your situation and in reference to the people around you. Okay? What I'm hearing is from now through September, August, let's say August, from now through August, people who have made the decision that they're going to leave relationships, or they're going to change their bad behavior, or they're going to get their life together. You have from now through August to implement the actions to do so. Okay? So from now through August, you have to implement the actions to change the things that you've said. A lot of you have said, okay, I'm letting go of this marriage. I know it's not good for me. I'm taking my steps towards it. Well, you have till August, because come September, there will be some major consequences coming down on those people who have said and know, people who know and have said that they're going to make changes in their life, but they don't do it. You're going to get hit with some major consequences in September. Those of you who actually make the changes, because I have a lot of clients who have left their marriages and they knew they weren't healthy, those of you will be getting karmic rewards in September, around September, okay? And that will mean that you will have a brand new person coming in, or you will have a brand new job, or you will have money, prosperity flowing in, or something really positive is going to take place in your life, okay? Because you took the steps to not only say what you were going to do, but you actually put action behind it to do the work, okay? God does not say that we have to be perfect. Just put one foot in front of the other and get started, okay? You're going to have good days. For those people who have addictions, you're going to fall back, okay? You might come out of it and not relapse, but you might come out of it and relapse. It's okay. All right? It's okay. All you got to do is put one foot in front of the other, okay? And keep on moving. Everybody's entitled to life lessons, which others call mistakes, but keep moving no matter what. So some of you guys have karmic rewards coming in September. I mean, a big movement, okay? Big movement, okay? Great, fantastic, big movement. For others of you, you have karmic. If you don't, not yet, but if you don't do what needs to be done by that time, okay, you will be hit with some serious karmic debt. And that karmic debt is going to be heavy to carry. For some of you, for those of you who are not listening to your spirit guides, your ancestors and God, and they are telling you to stop doing black magic, stop doing magic against people's will, trying to change their mind or make them do things that they don't want to do, okay? Those of you who are getting those warnings and you're not listening, you're trying to force those men or women to be with you, or you're trying to force situations that aren't supposed to be, your health is declining. I can see it. You're sick. You have stomach issues all the time because the work that you're sending out to people to try and hold them back, spirit is now ricocheting back to you. Okay? A lot of you, what you don't realize is that a lot of these people can't kill you. They can orchestrate accidents and different things to try and hurt you and kill you, but they can't kill you. Okay? God, trust me, for some of you, you do open yourself up to people causing things that can kill you, but killing you directly. Okay. But what I am seeing is those people who are practicing black magic against God's people, and you're doing things that you know you're not supposed to do. You're burying people in graveyards. You're stabbing at little voodoo dolls and little puppet dolls and stuff. Yeah, you're really going to see your consequences come between August and September. Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's for those of you who make it. We as human beings are never given permission by God and Spirit to take life. However, they will let us know whose life they will take. And just like he could come down and bring death in Egypt, I believe that September is going to be that month that will be taking place. We have already seen a rush of deaths earlier this year. Some of them we kept going, I don't even understand. That person seemed like a nice person. Yeah, well, you didn't know what spirit knew about them. Okay. So for those who are not listening, I would tell you, please behoove me. Okay. I would warn you to behoove me and listen and stop what you're doing, because you are bringing something down on yourself, messing with people's free will and pushing against God's people, the ones who are out here fighting for good, or the ones who are not doing anything to anybody. They're just trying to live their life and walk their divine path. Okay? I am warning you, stop what you're doing. You cannot force these men or women to be with you. You cannot force someone to give you something that they don't want to give you. And you cannot take away a person's free will without the consequences coming down on you. But it is not going to come from the other white light spiritualists. It's going to come directly from on high. Okay? And just like Egypt, when the spirit of death came through, in the month of September, there will be a reckoning. And I would behoove you to change your habits and stop doing what you're doing. For those of you who are actually listening, most of you listening are not doing that. But there's a couple few in here who are intrigued by me, that listen to me to see what I know and what I don't know. So I am going to continue to fight the good fight, to push back the effects of the nasty shit that you guys are doing, the bad people are doing. Okay? So those of you who know me know how I fight to cleanse, purify, and break anything that is not of God that is affecting your life, period. And that is what I am trained to do. That is my purpose. Okay? Also, guys, before I go, I want to let you know that God came in while I was speaking and told me that I needed to let you know that you could not wait until September or August to start changing your ways. You needed to start changing your ways now, because if you don't start changing now, between now and August, things in your financial situation, your family situation, all that stuff is just going to get worse until September hits, and then there will be the big whammy. So I love you guys. Stay positive, stay prayed up. All right. And remember that even when things get bad, we've got your back. God's got your back. Okay. And there are people here to help you get your life back on track when others have done things to try and block you or knock you off your divine path. All right. I love you guys. Sapphire out.